Oh my god, my brows look so severe. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been, I'd say about 9 or 10 months since I uploaded a video. I took a little break from the internet because I was doing something kind of important. Yeah, that's right. I got pregnant about late January, early February of this year, and November the 13th, I had her. So it was quite a journey, quite the ride, and a lot of cool stuff happened this year other than me having a baby that I figured I'd just do a quick little update. Grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever that you like to drink. Crap, I did want to get a cup of coffee for this. Hang on, I'll be right back. Oh, and we're back. Oh my god. So okay, now I've got some nice delicious Starbucks holiday blend coffee. And if you thought I was gonna bring some hot coffee in a mug and drink it over my child's head, shame on you, because I'm an awesome mom and I think of everything. Ah, it's hot. Okay, so this video, I just want to do a little update about where I've been and what I've been up to this year. Just a little bit of some ideas I have for videos in the future. If you don't already know, my husband is a full-time YouTuber and he makes videos about small airplanes and aviation in general. He is now way over 100,000 subscribers or something, and that's what pays our bills. So of course the idea is for me to really seriously start making at least a couple videos a week on YouTube and see if we can get some extra income with that. Anyway, let's get to the updates. All right, so I went through my planner, which this year I have this little cover, which is, I think, a kookaburra. I found this at an estate sale I went to earlier in the year. I think it's supposed to hold like keepsake photos or something like that. I knew that was a kookaburra and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. So I bought like a cheap dollar store planner and it fits perfectly in it. So this was my planner for last year. I just quickly went through it and picked one thing from each month just so I could tell you what happened to me this year, because I would have been making videos about this stuff, but we wanted to keep the pregnancy off the internet for privacy reasons. So yeah, I pretty much didn't post anything online. So sorry if you didn't know, and this is a surprise to you. It was a surprise to everybody. We pretty much, when the baby was born, just made a big post on Facebook and a lot of people were very surprised. Pretty much if you didn't see me in person this year, you wouldn't have known I was pregnant. Okay, so 2019, I've got my little notes here on my push present, my brand spanking new phone. So this year was my first few concerts with the women's chorus that I'm a part of. And our first concert was very much in line with the type of choral music that I did when I was in college, which means that it's very artsy, some of it very difficult to sing. I wasn't a music major or minor, so I don't really know how to describe the music as well as I should know how to describe it. A lot of it felt very experimental. I don't know. It was just right back to my roots is really what it felt like. It was very challenging for me vocally to sing a lot of this stuff because even though I'm still a soprano, I had not been in active use of my professional singing voice since 2012. That's 7 years that I didn't really use my voice and sing. It was really challenging, but also very rewarding because I felt like I would just sit. Yeah, I felt like I would sit in rehearsals and just be overwhelmed with emotion and feel very blessed and feel very like I was a part of something finally that I felt deep purpose for. She really wants to participate. Also in March, I chopped all my hair off. If you haven't noticed, my hair is much shorter now than it was in some of my previous videos. I had a ton of bleach damage and I just was really tired of all that length. I don't do anything with my hair ever except for like put it in a ponytail or tie it up. There was just no reason for me to have all that hair, especially with it being as damaged as it was. So I made the chop, and my hair has been about this length all year, and I think I'm officially a part of the short hair club. I did want all of my old damaged hair to grow out and be cut off, and I did that. And then once my hair was all this brown color, my natural color, this is what grows out of my head. Once my hair was all that color at some point in the summertime, I really just didn't feel like myself. I really missed the fashion colors that I'd had in the past. So the next time I went into the salon, I looked at my hairdresser and I was like, so can we bleach my hair again? And it's been like this ever since, and I'm much happier with some kind of fun color in my hair. In April, I transferred to a new Starbucks store. Yay! And this would be my third store that I've worked at since being employed with Starbucks. The store that I was at for about 7 or 8 months, from like the end of 2018 to about, what did I say, April? God, just that mommy memory. Yeah, through April. That store is, if not the busiest store in the state of Georgia, then it's the second busiest store in the state of Georgia. There's a lot of money that comes through that store. It's very lucrative and very challenging, which I was grateful to be a part of, because I know that I learned and grew a lot during that time. However, the difference between going to work at that store in like July or August of 2018 when I did, to being pregnant in late February and trying to deal with that high level of performance at the time, I was just ridiculously overwhelmed, and I knew I had to find a store that was going to be a little bit slower for me to ride out the rest of the pregnancy, because stress does contribute to problems that can occur in pregnancies, and I just wanted to take better care of myself. And I knew that if I was still attempting to perform at that high of a level at work, that I possibly could suffer the consequences. So thankfully, I was able to find a manager who was very excited to have a new shift supervisor in their store, and I was able to transfer over. I do still miss a lot of the people that I worked with at that store, but my new store is much more of a slow pace. It's cafe only, no drive-through. And while I do miss drive-through, because it could be fun sometimes, the last store that I was at, that drive-through was no fun. It was like non-stop all day long. Very not fun compared to my first store, which was more enjoyable. In May, something really exciting happened for us. We bought a house. It needed some work so that we could do with it what we want to do with it, which is have an Airbnb. So it was a very, I'll just say it was a stressful process renovating the house, and more stressful I think than a normal house renovation would have been, because we went through 3 different contractors to get the work done that we needed done on this house. And in fact, the contractors never did complete the work. We ended up having to fire all 3 of them and complete the work ourselves. So that was not a very fun experience. I do think that as a couple, Mike and I were able to grow together. We really bumped heads a lot during the renovation process, of course. Like, I heard people say before we went into it, haha, yeah, call me after the divorce, because it can be very stressful on a relationship to undertake something like this that takes a lot of time and money, and of course things come up and you have to be resilient in overcoming the obstacles. But yeah, I'm gonna make a whole separate storytime video about that experience, because being pregnant and dealing with the stress of having your home renovated at the same time, like, I would never recommend that to anyone. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It was a terrible experience. In June, there was another concert with the chorus I was a part of. The music was a lot easier. It was music that I knew, some more like pop hits, stuff by Gaga and Whitney Houston and who else? Dolly Parton. There was a lot of more well-known music pieces, so I didn't necessarily have to work as hard to memorize music. But being that I was a lot more pregnant than I had been in the first concert. The stress of the long nights and the driving and the standing on your feet for many hours on top of having already worked on my feet for many hours in the beginning of the day, it really took a toll on me. And I sort of realized that I would not be able to participate in the final concert of the year, being as big pregnant as I was gonna be whenever that concert was happening. It was bittersweet to have that concert. It was a great experience. I loved the music. It was fun and easy, and I felt like because I had been in the concert for one cycle already, I was a lot more comfortable getting to know the people around me, which was really one of the main reasons I wanted to join a choir again, was to have a community. And thankfully I did get close to a handful of women from that experience. Oh, and a part of getting to know some new people through the choir was getting into a new group to play Dungeons and Dragons with some people. This group of people is so cool and down to earth and funny and diverse, and I swear we probably play for like 7 hours at a single sit down, and we always bring food and everybody is just so kind. We all hug each other hello and goodbye, and it is just one of the the highlights of my week to go on a Friday, play Dungeons and Dragons, and have a group of like misfits where we all are together and we love each other. And it's just, I'm really, really grateful for that group of people. Y'all know who you are. The other awesome thing that happened in June was I got a new niece. My little sister had another baby girl, my niece Everly. She's just so cute. I actually think that she looks a lot like me when I was a baby, which means she has very, very chubby cheeks. But she's so sweet and so calm and adorable. I just love her. She's getting a little more of a personality now, which means she's getting a little sassy, which, I mean, everybody in this family is sassy, so, you know, this one's already sassy, and she's not even a month old, so it just makes sense. In July, Mike and I made our way up to Oshkosh again this year. It was great, and the weather this year was fabulous. It was actually really nice outside the whole time, instead of it being like 100 frickin' degrees every day like last year. It was miserable. But being that I was as bigly pregnant as I was, is bigly a word? I was huge pregnant and made it. We probably walked, I think we walked like 5 miles a day or something throughout Oshkosh, and we were there like 4 or 5 days this year. But this year was also totally different because Mike has chosen the airplane that he is going to have. He's building it currently. Well, he's not building it, it's being built in California right now as we speak. So we're gonna have an airplane, which is like so surreal to me. Oshkosh was really good this year, and it was actually a totally different experience than last year because we actually knew people and we had a community of people that we could sort of have a hub to come back to. The company that Mike decided to go with for his airplane, the group of guys that makes up this company, they are really, really cool, down to earth, fun, like wonderful people, and they just treat Mike like he's their long lost brother. In August, nothing much happened. I was still hugely pregnant, but we did hire our doula, which I didn't think we were gonna do, but I was really, really glad that we had her when I was laboring. I will tell you more about that in my labor and delivery story, because whoa, it is a story. September was when I dyed my hair green again, and Mike turned 30. Not much else to say about that. October, I finally got to go on maternity leave. And Mike and I sort of rolled up our sleeves and decided to finish the work that the house needed ourselves. We did a ton of patching holes in walls, sanding things. Mike put together the walls of the shower that is in the master bathroom. We painted doors, washed the windows, my God, put together cabinets. I scrubbed and bleached the floor. There was just so much work that we did ourselves that really made the home come together. Gosh, I think even Mike laid down the carpet in the master. We finished detailing all of the borders around the windows and stuff, the things that weren't done by the last contractor. In November, finally, not this month, but last month, we had our 3-year wedding anniversary. And you know what we did? We went to Halal Guys and had some halal, and it was very spicy. And actually I went into labor, active labor, that night. That was the 10th. And I had been having contractions at night beforehand, but after having a nice big bowl of spicy halal, I think that that's what sent me into active labor. So next time I go into Halal Guys, I'm gonna be like, hey, you see this baby? Y'all helped me get her out. So thank you so much. Where is my yearly supply of halal? Can I at least get a gift card? Like if you have a baby in Walmart, Walmart gives you like a shopping spree or something. I wonder if Halal Guys will like step up and like, you know. Or I wonder if they have a website where they list the babies that were born because of their spicy food. Like that Italian place that has magic eggplant parmesan, where women swear that they went and ate the eggplant parm and then they had their babies right after. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so that is it for my updates for 2019. Now we're back on track. I'm feeling great. We're about 4 weeks into recovery and into her life, and I feel really good. I feel like as hard as my delivery was, postpartum is really treating me well. I feel like I'm almost back to my pre-baby shape pretty much already, which is like, what? It's just, I mean, of course my boobs will never be the same, but 'tis the price you pay. So yeah, now we're gonna be uploading more videos, and the goal is 1 a week. Let's see if we can do that. Pretty much I have coming down the pipeline a lot of story times because I am a retired actor and I like to tell stories, and I've had a lot of wild shit happen in the past couple of years. I've got some really great video ideas. I bought the mini controversy palette from Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star just because the hype had me, not really because I wanted it, or I don't really wear eyeshadow, as you can probably tell. I wanted to be a part of beauty history or whatever. But yeah, this channel is not going to turn into like a mommy life channel at all. I mean, of course there's going to be some videos that are going to be my postpartum tips, because I got some, and of course my labor and delivery story, which is going to be a wild one. But yeah, those are just a couple of ideas, and I'm really grateful to everybody who has subscribed so far. I don't know how I got almost 300 subscribers on, like, how many videos do I have on this channel? Like 10 or something? Oh, I'm so sorry. I think that that is my sign that I should wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. I hope that you will subscribe if you haven't yet. If you're already a subscriber of mine, thank you. Thank you for being a part of my community, and thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, baby. I can't believe she slept through this whole thing. Yes.